Welcome to Important Updates, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an update. I'm sure you've heard the news. Tensions are rising in the West Philippine Sea, and every day brings a new test of resolve for those who patrol these contested waters. The morning sun glared across the West Philippine Sea, painting the waves in gold and orange. The air was thick with humidity, and the gentle breeze carried the distant cries of seabirds. It was a new day, but for those who patrolled these waters, every sunrise brought new uncertainty. Captain Reyes, standing tall aboard the aging BRP Malapascua, scanned the endless horizon with a practiced eye. The ship creaked beneath his feet, a reminder of its many years in service, but Reyes's focus never wavered. He knew that vigilance was their first line of defense. Suddenly, a crackling distress call broke the morning calm. A Filipino fishing boat, the Banca Maria, was being harassed by a massive, unidentified vessel. The fear in the fisherman's voice was unmistakable, echoing through the radio and across the deck. Without hesitation, Reyes ordered his crew to intercept. The ship's alarm blared as sailors rushed to their stations, adrenaline surging through their veins. Every second counted as they closed the distance, the tension mounting with each passing wave. As they arrived, the source of the threat became clear. A Chinese Coast Guard cutter, its hull gleaming and imposing, dwarfed the Malapascua. The cutter's powerful engines churned the sea, sending waves crashing against the small fishing boat and tossing it dangerously. Reyes gripped the rail, fully aware that his ship was outmatched in size and firepower. But he also knew that his duty was to protect his countrymen, no matter the odds. The weight of responsibility pressed on his shoulders, but his resolve was unshakable. He grabbed the radio microphone and broadcasted in a steady voice. "This is Philippine Coast Guard vessel BRP Malapascua. You are in the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. State your intentions immediately." The message cut through the tension, a formal assertion of their rights. The only reply was a blaring, defiant horn as the Chinese ship maneuvered to block their path, its presence both a warning and a challenge. The standoff had begun, and the air was thick with unspoken threats. On the deck of the Banca Maria, the Filipino fishermen watched anxiously, clutching the rails and exchanging worried glances. Their livelihoods, and perhaps their lives, depended on the outcome of this tense encounter. For long, agonizing minutes, the two vessels faced off in silence, engines idling, crews on edge. The only sounds were the slap of waves and the distant call of seabirds, a stark contrast to the tension that gripped everyone present. The Malapascua held its ground, a small but defiant presence in the shadow of the larger cutter. Its crew stood ready, eyes fixed on their adversary, determined not to yield an inch of their nation's waters. Captain Reyes knew he couldn't win a fight against such overwhelming force, but retreat was not an option. His courage inspired his crew, reminding them that sometimes standing firm is the greatest act of resistance. The Philippine flag fluttered defiantly from the mast, a bold statement to all who watched. These are Philippine waters, and they would not be surrendered without a fight. At last, the standoff ended without violence. The Chinese cutter slowly pulled away, and the tension eased. But the message was clear. Asserting sovereignty here is a daily struggle, a test of will and endurance. Filipino Coast Guard crews face overwhelming odds every day, patrolling vast stretches of sea with aging ships and limited resources. Yet their resolve never wavers, fueled by a deep sense of duty and patriotism. Each encounter like this one underscores the urgent need for a stronger, more capable fleet. Modern ships, better equipment, and more support are essential if the Philippines is to protect its people and its sovereignty. The sea remains tense, the challenge is immense, but hope endures on the bridge of every patrol boat. As the sun rises over the West Philippine Sea, the men and women of the Coast Guard stand ready, determined to defend their nation's future, no matter what the day may bring. The West Philippine Sea is more than just a body of water. It is the Philippines' lifeblood. It nourishes millions of Filipinos, providing food for families across the archipelago, fueling the nation's economy, and shaping the very core of our national identity. Every wave, every tide, and every catch from these waters is woven into the daily lives and dreams of the Filipino people. Its rich fishing grounds are a source of sustenance and livelihood, while its untapped energy reserves hold the promise of powering future generations. These resources are vital for food security, economic growth, and the hope of a brighter tomorrow for millions. For generations, the sea has been home to countless Filipino fishermen. Their lives, traditions, and communities are deeply connected to its bounty. Each day, they brave the waves, relying on the sea's generosity to provide for their families and preserve their way of life. But the West Philippine Sea is not just a local treasure, it's a crucial artery for global trade. Its shipping lanes connect Asia to the rest of the world, ensuring the steady flow of goods, resources, and opportunities that drive economies far beyond our shores. Any disruption here would send shockwaves through international supply chains, affecting businesses, livelihoods, and daily life in countries near and far. The stability of these waters is essential for global commerce and prosperity. For Filipinos, defending these waters is about more than just territory. It's about sovereignty, national pride, and securing the future for generations to come. The West Philippine Sea is a symbol of our resilience and unity. When foreign vessels intrude, they threaten not only our resources, but the very integrity of our nation. Each incursion is a challenge to our rights, our dignity, and our resolve to protect what is ours. Protecting the West Philippine Sea unites the country in a common cause. From fishermen to soldiers, from students to elders, every Filipino stands together to defend our waters and our future. This is a fight for our heritage, our security, and the promise we make to the next generation, that the West Philippine Sea will remain a source of life, pride, and hope for all Filipinos. Japan's gift of 5 new patrol vessels is more than aid. It's a strategic partnership. Both nations depend on open sea lanes for trade and security. By helping the Philippines, Japan also safeguards its own interests and promotes a free and open Indo-Pacific. This cooperation builds on decades of friendship, development, and mutual respect. The new ships symbolize trust and a shared commitment to regional stability. Japan's support sends a message: the Philippines is not alone in defending its waters. Together, they deter aggression and uphold international law. This alliance strengthens the region against coercion and intimidation. The new 97-meter patrol vessels represent a major leap forward for the Philippine Coast Guard, marking a significant milestone in the country's maritime defense capabilities. These ships are not just larger, they're smarter, tougher, and equipped with the latest technology to handle a wide range of missions, from search and rescue to law enforcement and environmental protection, nearly the length of a football field. These impressive vessels are designed to patrol vast stretches of ocean, allowing them to stay at sea for weeks at a time without needing to return to port. Their endurance and range mean they can respond quickly to emergencies, monitor illegal activities, and provide a visible presence in remote and contested waters. Built by the renowned Mitsubishi shipyard in Japan, these vessels are based on the highly respected Kunigami-class design, which has already proven its reliability and effectiveness in Japanese service. The collaboration ensures that the Philippine Coast Guard benefits from decades of Japanese expertise in shipbuilding and maritime operations. The project is made possible through a generous Japanese loan, reflecting the strong partnership between the two nations. The first of these advanced ships is scheduled to arrive in 2026, with additional vessels to follow in the coming years, steadily strengthening the fleet. Once delivered, these 97-meter patrol vessels will form the backbone of a modern, capable fleet, enabling the Philippine Coast Guard to better protect the nation's maritime interests and respond to a wide array of challenges at sea. Their presence will dramatically extend the Coast Guard's operational reach, allowing for more effective patrols deep into contested waters and areas previously difficult to access, reinforcing the country's sovereignty and security. More than just ships, these vessels stand as powerful symbols of national resolve and the enduring partnership between the Philippines and Japan, showcasing a shared commitment to peace, stability, and cooperation in the region. With these new patrol vessels, the Philippines is stepping confidently into a new era of maritime security, ready to face the challenges of the future and safeguard its seas for generations to come. These patrol vessels are multi-role platforms, built for more than just patrolling. They can monitor vast areas, intercept illegal fishing, and combat smuggling and piracy. Their endurance means no part of the exclusive economic zone is left unwatched. Equipped for disaster response, they can deliver aid and serve as mobile bases for search and rescue. A helicopter deck expands their reach in emergencies. Their size and presence deter foreign encroachment and protect Filipino fishermen. Water cannons offer non-lethal defense against aggression. With these ships, the Philippines can finally stand its ground at sea. China's sweeping claims in the South China Sea, rejected by international law, fuel constant tension. Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels swarm Philippine waters, harassing fishermen and blocking resupply missions. Their aggressive tactics, water cannons, lasers, and dangerous maneuvers threaten livelihoods and the environment. The sheer size of China's fleet has long overwhelmed the Philippines. The new Japanese-made patrol vessels help level the field, giving the Philippines a stronger voice and a means to document and resist unlawful actions. The Japan-Philippines partnership goes beyond ships. It's about training, strategy, and solidarity. Japanese experts train Filipino crews in advanced navigation, law enforcement, and rescue operations. Joint exercises build trust and interoperability, preparing both nations for crises. Regular dialogue aligns their policies and amplifies their diplomatic voice. This synergy, hardware, expertise, and shared resolve creates a powerful security partnership. It's a model for how middle powers can work together to maintain peace. The goal: prevent conflict by building credible defense and a coalition of friends. With these new ships, the Philippines can finally shift from reactive to proactive defense. Persistent patrols in key areas deter illegal activity and reassure Filipino fishermen. The Coast Guard can now escort fishing fleets and enforce international law on the water. This visible presence boosts national morale and trust in government. The vessels give real teeth to legal victories, turning diplomatic protests into action. Strength discourages aggression and promotes stability. A credible defense makes conflict less likely, encouraging dialogue over confrontation. The Philippines is now better equipped to secure its future and uphold peace in the region. These new patrol vessels are more than upgrades. They're symbols of hope, sovereignty, and peace. They empower the Philippines to protect its people, resources, and maritime domain. The partnership with Japan is a cornerstone of regional security and shared values. Together, they build a network committed to international law and cooperation. These ships deter aggression and create space for diplomacy. As they patrol the West Philippine Sea, they carry the nation's aspirations for security and stability. Their legacy will shape the region for generations to come.